Hey guys, welcome back. We got another one going today. You saw in one of the last videos that I was working on one of the Priuses. This is the second time I've had this problem, but it is a different car. So I just want to describe it a little bit. It started out with the red triangle. Everybody gets that red triangle. They panic. They don't know what to do. Check the code. It was the P080A, I think it is. I could be screwing up those numbers. You know me and my numbers. But basically it was a hybrid battery generic code that replaced hybrid battery, I think is what it says if you look it up, which is crazy insane. It's so I went ahead and I pulled out my torque app, and if you don't know what torque is, I run that on a really old Android phone. I have Bluetooth connectivity into the ODB2 interface, and I can watch the batteries. I have the custom ID set up where I can just watch those batteries and see what they're. Well, this time, instead of a module being undercharged, or I would say lower than the rest of the other modules, I had two modules that were high, and all the rest of the modules were regular. And I'm thinking, okay, this is odd. So I go back to the battery, I pull off all the interior pieces that you need to pull off, and I feel the battery, and it's hot. It's super hot. Now, people are going to immediately say, hey, it's your fan. You got it all dirty. No, I've already cleaned the fan. I maintenance this thing, you know, top notch, let's call it. So I knew I had a clean fan, but we were overcharging on that battery. So I checked some of the pieces that connect in, and I'll put pictures up here. Some of them that connect in for the airflow with the fan. One of them was slightly kiltered a little bit. Maybe that attributed to it. It was actually the return flow, I think it was. So it would have been air coming out of the battery. So I went ahead and I just pulled it all apart. I thought, you know what? Something's just not right. I'm going to manually test this. Maybe my app's wrong, something. So anyway, pulled it all apart, did a manual test, same thing. But when I looked, I really had these corroded bus bars again. Now, this car, I think was the second Prius, Gen 2 Prius I bought. So there was no battery warranty or anything with the second one. There was with the third one, but I'll get into that on another video. But I checked it all out. Now, I did fix this leak some time ago in this Prius. You know, the trunk leak. I think this was the one I did the trunk leak video on. No, it wasn't. I'm sorry. It was the first Prius I bought. Got 3 of them. So I went in, I dug in. I'm like, okay, I got to pop all these off. I got to see if this is attributing to this problem. So I pop them off, I get the drill out, the wire wheel, and I just, you know, get the corrosion off. Just real slow drill speed. Hold that on, hold that little bus bar on there, and just flake off all that corrosion. I wash them off in vinegar, and I put it all back together. I start it up. I drive around for a while washing the batteries, and it's the same thing. I get a little high one on one of the blocks and a little low on the other. So I'm like, you know, I'm not sure what's going on here. Anyway, long story short, ended up turning on the AC. Everything balances out perfect. So drove around for a while with the AC on, and it is hot out here. So that's probably gonna add to the heat problem with the battery. But I never got an over temperature error, which is odd. But that thing was hot to the touch. Like you could barely touch. You couldn't leave your hand on there for a long time without being uncomfortable. So anyway, drove around with the AC on for a while. Everything leveled out. Turned the AC off, drove around, everything was level. So it's back together. It's driving right now. It's actually my oldest son's car. He's been driving it now for a couple weeks and still no problem. So going to keep an eye on that, but again, check those bus bars. They get a lot of corrosion on them. What I'm probably going to do if this thing fails again is I am going to probably buy brand new bus bars and a new wiring kit for the entire thing. Maybe my temperature monitors are a little off or not working correctly. I don't know, but I'll probably rebuild it with that, because the modules, like I say, the modules look good when you do them. I suppose I could have a couple bad modules where those, I think it was block 9 that kind of spikes up, block 1 and block 9, I think it was, if I remember correctly. But anyway, good news is I have not rebuilt a battery module-wise since I bought the Hybrid Automotive grid charger. This is not sponsored by them at all, but I can tell you, if I had this grid charger, oh, probably 2, maybe 3 years now, and I go ahead and do the maintenance procedure on the battery, and knock on wood, I have not had to replace any modules in a battery for quite some time. I would say in that entire 3 years. So this could be the first coming up, but it's bought me 3 years. It used to be, especially in this Prius that I'm talking about specifically, it used to be I had to replace a module maybe every 6 months. So it really has done something to that battery. Maybe it's taken in the opposite direction, I don't know. But 3 years without replacing a module, I'll take that, it's worth it. Anyway, that's easy to set up. You should look into that. It is expensive, that's the only problem. But me, I justified it in that I have 3 of these Gen 2 Priuses. I've got a bunch of kids, so we drive these things around everywhere. They are good cars, and with the way gas prices are going, you know, you might want to look into something like that. But yeah, I mean, it's real easy. You know, it hooks in line with your battery fan, so when it charges and cools, or it cools down the battery when it charges or discharges. The fan's always running. The intelligent discharger was worth it. I think in the old days, you used to have this battery or this light bulb based discharger. Yeah, I didn't want to mess with stuff like that. I mean, I can't watch it that closely with everything going on around here. So yeah, I bought the intelligent charger or intelligent discharger kit. I think it was $700-800 shipped. Expensive, yeah, I know, but you know, like I said, it bought me 3 years. So I would say it was probably worth it. I'm, again, not sponsored, not telling you to run out and buy one, just telling you my experience. You know, maybe I'll link to that, maybe I won't. You guys can find that. It's pretty easy to find, especially if you're on Prius chat, looking at any problems you have with your Prius. But yeah, that's where we're at now. I'll probably post another update. It was a lot of work, but not as much as it could have been. So if it happens again in say 3 months, then yeah, I'm gonna order those extra parts, kind of rebuild the outside of the battery, I'll call it, the cables and the bus bars. And then if it fails again from there, probably just start replacing some modules and see what happens. So anyway, that's all we have for today. Oh, one more thing. One more thing I did do is I did put those clips back in that hold the air in, and where those clips were missing, the air dams, I think I'll call it, where those air dams were put in. And where the clips were missing, I went ahead and added a little tiny zip tie just to kind of hold everything in place. So I'm wondering if maybe some bumps are getting hit, you know, or something, and those are moving around a little bit. I mean, they're protected underneath all the interior pieces, so I doubt, you know, that they're getting knocked somehow. So it has to be, you know, road bumps, something going on there to knock those out of place. Or, you know, maybe I just didn't have it in all the way. Anyway, I do make some mistakes, but hey, that's all we have for today, guys. Just keep an eye out. If you're on here for the Prius videos, I'll probably be updating this one. But yeah, lots of work into that. Yeah, it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun troubleshooting these things, trying to nail them down. Got enough extra cars that, you know, somebody can borrow one if one breaks like that, and we can spend a little time looking at it. So hey, that's all we have for today, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.